I'm going to give you all a word. When you hear that word, you will sleep.
Look closely at the glowing eyes of the sacred serpent.
Look at me, Mr. Houston.
Just relax. Sit down. Relax.
You will do exactly as my voice tells you. Hit the like button, subscribe, then ring the bell.
The transition from movies to television involved filmmakers and actors moving from cinema to the small screen as TV evolved into a medium capable of delivering complex, high-quality narratives. And hypnosis as a plot device would also follow those making the transition. In The Greatest American Hero, a mild-mannered schoolteacher discovers a suit left by aliens that endows him with superhuman powers in order to fight the battle against injustice and crime. In The Hand-Painted Tie, a stage hypnotist provides a clue to solving the mystery of a brainwashed veteran.
He's talking to me like a regular, ordinary Fed, and the next second, he's talking some kind of jabber about Rosebud. This is some crazy scenario.
Oh, scenario. I hear that word one more time, I'm gonna scream, Bill.
I wouldn't scream in here, counselor. They drop the net on you and start showing you ink blots.
Rosebud. Bill, that was the first word I heard when I answered Leiter's phone. Platinum Rosebud. I thought it was some kind of a florist or something.
It sounds like a nightclub, a place where people go to meet or something.
When he got the call, Leiter left immediately.
Boy, left isn't the right word. When he got in that elevator with us, it wasn't even there. It was like some kind of a trance.
A trance? You mean like a hypnotic trance?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Wait.
I mean, it was in like a zombie or something.
Wait a minute. Hold it. What, are you kidding? Hypnosis? An FBI man? Don't be silly. Anyway, that stuff is a lot of bunk.
It is not the bunk, Bill. The AMA has authorized its use in some areas, mainly pain control. Last year, Erica Van Dam was brought in on a case we were handling. We won the case based on her testimony.
Erica Van Dam, the nightclub hypnotist? Give me a break.
Well, maybe she can answer some of our questions.
Yeah, I bet if we hurry, we can catch her show tonight and talk to her after the show.
That stuff is a lot of Hollywood hooey. I'm not gonna sit there and watch her make some guy bark like a dog, and that's the end of that.
Let's go.
Now, I'm going to give you all a word. When you hear that word, you will sleep. A deep, deep sleep.
Do you believe this gunk?
And the word is...
How about scenario, Bill?
Has everyone heard that? The word is birdcage. You, sir, are a ballet dancer. And you are catching butterflies. And you are a chicken. How about that? Let's have a big round of applause.
She's great.
Thank you. Now, you will awaken as I touch your forehead. You will awaken refreshed, and the word birdcage will hold no further associations for you. Thank you. Another round of applause for these people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please return to your seats. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I will ask you all please to remain seated until I make a pass through the audience, as it has been my experience that many people remain entranced whilst listening to the show. Thank you. Good night.
This dame ought to be selling snake oil with that lingo. I am now going to pass among you with a tin cup because I got you under hypnotic whoozes. bottom of the birdcage on that one.
I don't know, Bill. Her voice is so hypnotic. It's incredible. I really felt it pulling me.
Your socks are too tight, and you're still drinking that junk. You should have some of this good Wild Rooster, no ice.
So, how do you all enjoy the show?
It was wonderful, Erica. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Ralph Hinckley
How do you do?
Hello.
and Bill Maxwell.
Ma'am?
Hello.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible how you can control somebody's mind like that.
Yeah, Miss Van Damme really ought to take a crack at some of your space cadets, Ralph.
It is a form of mind control. The power of suggestion is very strong.
Is it possible to give somebody a post-hypnotic suggestion and then recall it, say, 10 years later?
When you give someone a post-hypnotic suggestion, you are planting an association in the subject's mind. It would take tremendous conditioning, but theoretically, yes, it's possible.
Well, what do you think, Bill?
Well, I think we ought to thank Miss Van Damme for her time and her efforts here, and we better get along home. I'm sure she's tired after her performance, and we don't want to keep her up too late.
You sound like a skeptic, Mr. Maxwell.
Yeah, realist.
Well, hypnosis is very real, Mr. Maxwell. Your government has been doing extensive scientific research to corroborate that.
Yeah, well,
Oh, well, thanks again, Erica.
Anytime, Pam. Ralph,
All right.
good night.
good night.
The Time Crystal was a made-for-TV movie, only memorable because it was directed by a young Ron Howard. A young boy finds himself magically sent back to ancient Egypt, where he and the young King Tut team up to stop the High Priest and his evil plans.
Tutankhamun.
Captain Ambrossi.
Yes, but Boodalong Cotton is in desperate straits. He needs your help.
Where is he?
Quiet. This is to be a secret. O great Uzanatu, High Priest of the god Amun, may I present Prince Tutankhamun?
Yes, Captain. Boodle-Ankh-Atun has returned to the gods. He left a message for you to place yourself in my hands.
He is gone.
You will honor his command.
Yes.
You are very wise. Closely at the glowing eyes of the sacred serpent. Concentrate on the eyes and listen to my voice. You are my servant. All that I speak will be. All that I command will be. Children, approach the altar of the High Priest of the god of Amun. Soldiers will retire to corridor. Boodle-Ankh-Atun, is it not?
Yeah. And you're Uzanatu, right?
High Priest Uzanatu.
What have you done to Tut?
I placed him under my spell, so that his soul could be cleansed by serving the great god Amun. The process is most simple. If you would care to look closely into the glowing eyes of the sacred serpent, all the secrets of life will be revealed to you deeply. Deeply into the glowing eyes, let all care, all fear drift slowly from your bodies. soon you can both be my servants and work for the great god, Amun. You can hear only my voice. Only my voice.
Yes, I hear you, poor misguided Xanadu. And you can hear only me. And this dazzling crystal pyramid is all you can see.
You are under my spell. You cannot resist my will.
You're weakening. You're coming under the power of the pyramid. Your eyes are fixed on the pyramid. You're now under the power of the pyramid. On my command, you will close your eyes. Close your eyes. When I clap my hands, you will open your eyes and free Tutankhamun and the princess from your spell.
Children, look into the glowing eyes of the sacred serpent. And when it stops moving, you will both be freed from the spell. And remember everything. Gaze deeply. Deeply. Deeply.
Papitano, the cat, where are we? Tut, you know who we are. Yes, I know who you are, but not where we are. We're in a temple in Karnak, and if we don't get out of here, you're going to be one dead prince. How do we escape with all those guards outside? The High Priest will know a way. High Priest Xanadu?
Yes, Master.
I command you to show us a safe way out of here.
Yes, Master. This passage will lead you to the hidden valley and freedom. Take this to light your path, Master.
Okay, let's go, guys. Thank you, all High Priest. Don't look so sad. You're very happy. And you've drunk lots of wine. Yeah, you're very tipsy. Very happy and very, very tipsy. Have a nice day, sir.
What is the source of all this mirth? Hey, Priest Xanadu! What is at the core of all this frivolity?
I do not know!
Where are the prisoners?
Prisoners? There are no prisoners!
You stupid fool! Where are they gone?
Through the cavernous passage into the hidden valley!
This boy! We have been discovered! That's awesome.
The prisoners have escaped in the passage to the hidden valley! Put soldiers into the passageway after them! Carry it around them out to the hidden valley! To the hidden valley!
Goodbye! Bye-bye! Have a good trip! May all your horses repay their help and have little horses!
Matt Houston was a TV detective series that aired on ABC in the early 80s. Matt was a wealthy oil man who held a side job as a private investigator. deadly fashion, Matt is investigating a murder that occurred at a self-help institute.
Houston figured he'd better track down St. Clair's ex-wife, Valeska Debrican. He found her at the Psychic Research Institute, which she owns. It's a strange place with an even stranger owner.
Thinking of the pattern, and only the pattern, and hearing only the sound of my voice. No other sounds intrude, no other images, only the image of the pattern. It fills your mind.
Well, would you look at that? That's fantastic.
At age 7, I fell from a ladder, struck my head, and from that time on, have possessed powers. I'm trying in this institute to explain them.
Well, that's all very interesting, but we were talking about Valentine, your husband, rather your ex-husband.
And the divorce.
Right.
Yes. Well, it was a marriage of convenience. At the time, we needed each other. It was a marriage in name only. We each went our separate ways.
Well, folks have been saying that you two were doing an awful lot of shouting, that things were getting a little bitter.
Valentine lived his life at the top of his voice, but I really fail to see how I can help your client, Mr. Houston. I was one of those who heard her threaten to kill my husband.
Yeah, well, you were at the showing yesterday. Why was that?
To wish Valentine luck. I still do own a piece of the company. It helps fund my research. Watch.
Well, after seeing this and the cards on the table and everything, it does kind of lead me to believe that you know a thing or two about showbiz.
It is not show business, Mr. Houston. This institute is world-renowned. Our works are supported by donations from every country in the free world.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's something to it, but see, I already gave it the offer.
Something to it! That sundial. I think it's a bit slow. Mr. Houston. Magicians and jesters perform tricks. We are refining powers that are within the greatest powerful equipment ever made, the human mind. And now I think you'd better go.
Okay. I'll just let myself out. You tell what I'm thinking?
I see the number 7.
Right. And I'm thinking Americans don't put slashes in them. Europeans do. So do you.
And you're thinking that I planted the drawing in Christina's dressing room.
Bingo. I'm also thinking that a handwriting specialist is going to be able to prove that you made those drawings. Prove that you murdered your husband.
He would have destroyed this. All of it. If the divorce settlement came through, they were going to sell this land.
hope you're not asking for sympathy. This lady, you're a killer.
Hold it! Right there.
You're not entirely factual when you were describing the murder of my husband. I had help, Mr. Houston.
I would imagine it was for the same reason, money, right?
That's right. Now that Valentine is dead, Valeska gets to keep the Institute. And I get all the insurance money plus the company.
We were a team in the best sense, Mr. Houston. I planned the murder. Garth carried it out.
It was all a trick. Just like everything here, a trick, right?
Don't make the mistake of underestimating me, Mr. Houston. The mind is an extremely powerful instrument. You'd be surprised what mine is capable of. But then you remember we talked about the mind, its potential, how the mind is susceptible to suggestions, some more so than others. We have a problem, don't we? You know that we killed Valentine, but you're not going to tell anyone, are you? Look at me, Mr. Houston. Here. Take the gun. Take the gun! Now, Mr. Houston, look at me. Put the gun to your head. Isn't it a shame that when you discovered your beloved Christina was guilty, you decided to take your own life? Pull the trigger, Mr. Houston.
All right, the party's over, witchy poo. I believe this is what you call a Mexican standoff.
Your power is stronger than I thought, Mr. Houston. But I'm afraid your gun isn't loaded. If you don't believe me, try it. Pull the trigger.
Sometimes her witch stuff works, and sometimes it doesn't. Now it's my turn.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Look, before you shoot me, I want to tell you something. See, since I was here the other day, I've been practicing. You see that sundial there? Watch this.
Next time on Hypnosis in the Media.
1, 2, 3.
Thanks for watching until the end. If you want to see more, just hit the subscribe button.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Hypnosis in the Media. I'm Meg Register, a certified clinical hypnotherapist, as well as an advisor to the series. If you're interested in learning more about hypnosis, I welcome you to contact me for a free phone consultation to find out if hypnotherapy can work for you.